Hey guys, today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. So it's like a second part to the original Stanley Parable that was quite popular in its day. But no, neither I or, well, presumably you have played the original, so click no. Okay, the computer is barely visible. I mean, yeah, sure. Whatever. Oof, some of you are watching through a phone, so you need a bit lighter. But yeah, let's dive into it. Never played it before. Current time, okay. Currently, it's 5:50. 5:44. Okay. Huh? Oh, 9 p.m. Okay. 5:45. Uh-huh. Okay. Do not know why that is for, but you know. Okay. Let's go. Okay, that's nice. Ah! Wow. Okay, settings, view English subtitles. Okay, I'll do all good video. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's go. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, now we can play. So controls are super smooth, like I'm on eyes. Each time I click my mouse button, it's like keyboards in a game. That's fun. Okay, so it's like a storytelling scenario. Okay. Each employee has his own, like...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oof, this looks kind of depressing. Eh? Okay.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his... Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Oops. I hope the person saves the file. Okay. Okay. Hey, come on. Oh, Garfield! L. Okay. Ooh, the same picture was in the neighbor office of my 427 unit. Let's close doors behind us. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes,
okay.
truly
That's
a
nice.
room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay, drink. Ooh, the textures there. Okay.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Coffee nut.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Ooh. Must be a popular photographer. Or it's like a painting. I don't know.
At this point, Stanley's
this
obsession
made?
with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, you know what? This time is not... Why did you ask the time in the beginning if you were not setting
Stanley
it
sat
correctly?
around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay. I did admire every single texture in this office. Most of them, at least. I think I'm ready to go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope. Okay. A4. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, G. Screw you. It... I need a key card. Okay. Yeah. Jump from the cargo lift. While in motion will cause death. Okay. Okay. Jump. Jeez. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
fall
really,
down?
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Danger every... Okay. I was scared to do the jump because our character cannot, jump in space, so there was a possibility I would have not made it. Fragile. Okay. Let's go. And I cannot sprint, though I walk fast, so. Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Where can I get the card? Okay, I'll give that guy a chance.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And
I do not understand your hints.
I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay. It's too dark. Do I have a flashlight either? Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Secret passage, no? Okay.
Here, yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Okay.
I actually feel happy.
Well, we chose to trust that guy once, so let's see what. Going to disarm me with the beam or. Ooh. Trippy. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Okay. Yeah, like... Why is there no stars, like, in the middle? Oh, those are not stars. It's like dust. Yeah, I think I'll go... Yeah. Thanks for the show, though.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Okay.
Right. Where were we?
Can we fall down? We cannot, okay. Hey, okay, I got it. Wow, it's pretty. It's amazing. It's wow, it's wonderful. Can I get... Yeah, okay, so sorry, it's not really of my liking. Like, I mean, it's even supposed to be. It's definitely a form of art, sure, but it's just not really of my liking. I apologize. Yeah. Have fun with your solar beam thing.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe some other time. This game is all about, like, you know, choice. And I choose to live. Ooh, okay. Ugh.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
But bro, how long can I have video to make? Gee. Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry bro, it's just... ugh. Like... Okay, this animation starts to look cheap, like... just square particles spinning with like a glow effect, like... Yeah, I think you can do better than this, so...
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
How many times can I tease him like this? Okay, dude, last chance. Amaze me or I'll go away.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Dude, it's 10 seconds. Screw you. Okay, unfortunately this game does not really give me another choice. It forced me. Not going to say anything? Okay. Well, screw you.
No! Oh. Thank God.
Ugh.
You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now,
walk slow
can we
now.
please get back to the other room?
Okay, this room.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Jeez, man, I'm trying, sorry. I just can't. Because the coffee was too much. Okay, I think the stir method deserves a second try.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Show me something that will bring me joy and happiness. Oh no. Oh, so I can. Okay. Yeet.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Bro, it's the same in the like... Yeah. Sorry, bro. Not this time. Just... I was slower and slower with each fall. I'm just breaking my legs. Okay.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll
Yeah.
throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. No. Bro, chill, no. Just your animation sucks. That's all. I mean, it's going to be the same thing there, so there's no point of trying to convince you. I really don't want to do it though. Like,
Or maybe you're just getting
ow.
a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to
Whoa.
get along. But I get you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
No, I'm teasing you, bro.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Ah. Bro, don't do that, please. You're being too emotional here. Look, either you're going to kill me from boredom here, or, you know, same result, different level of torture. What if I resume, begin? Okay. Begin again, so it's like a short game, or just I honestly never played Stanley Parable, like ever. So no clue here. Okay. And yeet.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay. It's like a
All
loop.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Speed around this game. With turning off all computers. What? Or do I have to find the rest?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's listen to this guy this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Huh. Okay. Of course. Persons. Okay. Okay. That's. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
was a
around
broom.
and got back on track.
Come on, pick up something. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, today we are listening to him Campolino. Sorry bro, there's tempting red lights in the basement. It reeks of evil. Huh. Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered
get
the
out
possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, wow, that was unexpected. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This game has multiple endings, so we will be playing it anytime soon. Unfortunately, the endings we had today were not the happy endings. We died in both, so that sucks. But at least we saw them. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, smash the like button. If you disliked, the dislike button is right next to it. And well, see you in the next video.